Canopies will do last. Controls here, I'll show you the full range of motion, so we'll box the corners. And there you go. Check our feet, so nice and loose on the feet. Nice and loose, there you go. So feet are good. Dive brakes, we pull them all the way open. We check each panel left and right. We want to make sure it's nice and symmetric. And we close and lock. So the plunk is the lock. Check the direction of the wind, it's pretty light. And then we always like to have a plan, so if something happens on tow below 200 feet, we just land straight ahead.
Okay.
Above 200 feet, we make a 180 and come back to the airfield.
Cool.
Pretty simple. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
As soon as we get going, the air will start moving. It won't be quite as hot.
I'm fine.
It's like a
I know.
You're from Florida?
I'm from Miami originally, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, we can't stand it.
But Philly's humid. Philly's in the summer is more humid than Miami. Because it's just, you know, just so much building and concrete.
It might not be on, James. Is it? Okay. All right, Oscar, you ready?
I'm ready.
A little rudder waggle here. Let's the tow plane know we're ready
so
to go.
he just kind of balances you until you get some thrust.
You got it. Little rudder here. There we go.
How quickly we look, yeah, it is, and much faster than the tow plane.
Yeah, we got to sit there and wait for him to get off the ground.
That's because of the wings. You have more
lift, really.
More lift. How high does he go? Does he tow us up?
We're going to go
5,000 and then we'll release.
Yep.
That'll be my job?
No, I'll do the release. I have it back here as well.
Okay. And you guys got a sweet setup out here.
And we're pretty spoiled. It's a lot of fun.
Not a summer hat, so well, it's cotton, but it doesn't have a lot of breathing room, and I don't have anything to absorb the moisture.
Yeah. Visiting?
I am. My wife's in a conference.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And she knows that I go to play, so I find things to do. As I said, I really wanted to do the combination of the glide and the aerobatics, but I get my weight is a challenge.
Just a little bit. So we have a max weight on the airplane, and by the time we both put parachutes on, we're just over the max weight.
So
they weigh about 15 pounds a piece. So
okay.
We'll still play around a little bit. We'll have a little bit of fun.
All right. The elevation on these mountains over here?
Little ridge off the left is 2,800. The big peak right off the left thing here. The main peaks here are like 3,000 and change.
Here.
Upwards of 4,000.
Okay.
Up the ridge. We'll get a little bit higher and get a little bit better lay of the land once we climb up a little bit.
Boy, from up here, Arizona looks green.
It does, yeah. The desert's pretty. You just got to get elevated to see it.
about 65 knots.
Yep.
Very green. Sure is nice up here.
Yeah, I feel the air getting a little cooler, quite a bit nicer. Got about 2,000 feet left to go and then we'll release.
Okay.
Thermometer.
Okay. That was that.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Air boils.
As a kid, used to watch the birds just
Oh yeah,
catch those thermals and just.
Billion years of evolution, they've got it figured out.
Were you guys impacted with that rain earlier?
We got a little bit of rain yesterday, which was nice. But most of the weekend it had been missing us.
So you were that afternoon. It was raining in Phoenix.
Yeah, we didn't get anything. The storms went right to the north of us. We wanted some of the moisture. We were happy we got a little yesterday. It's really good for the airfield. The dirt gets like powdery and then we have water on it.
Now we're at about 5,000 feet, right?
1,300 to go.
Sounds like I have an air conditioner on.
Yeah. That's how we survive the summer heat. We'll climb up 10, 12,000 feet. It's 80 degrees. It's nice. It's almost chilly.
How'd you get into this business?
I came and took a ride with the owner and was immediately just infatuated with her. Quit my job and moved here to become a full-time pilot.
Cool. Where were you living? Where were you
I
living?
was living in Colorado. I was in the Air Force for 8 years and I got out as a DoD contractor for 8 years doing cybersecurity analysis stuff, so flying a cubicle.
Flying a cubicle.
Yeah, just started to wear on me.
And go where your heart is.
Yep, that's where I went. So my grandparents live in Tucson, so my wife and I were driving down to Tucson. We just stopped in to take a ride. And
You were hooked.
Yeah, it was in like May or June. And I just couldn't stop thinking about it, Emailed the owner in like August, and my original plan was just to come down for the winter, get my license, and then I'd go back to work, and never left.
And how many years ago was that?
3. Yeah.
Oh man, it's gorgeous up here.
We're about 500 feet till we release. When we release here, we do a maneuver called a soft release.
Okay.
It's going to give you a similar sensation in your stomach as driving down the highway at 70 miles an hour and you go over a little bump. It might give you just a tiny little touch of lightness, but it just accelerates the glider towards the tow plane, puts a little bit of slack in the rope, and just reduces wear and tear.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
just want to let you know what's going on.
So with the dual cameras, one is actually recording me, and what's the other camera recording?
One of them's just in the cockpit looking at you, and the other one's out on the wing looking at the aircraft.
Oh, okay.
So a couple different,
over there.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
A couple different vantage points.
Good. So I can see myself in relation.
Yep. Alright, so about to release. We'll slide off to the right here. That gets us ready
There you
for
go. I
separation.
see the bend.
Yep. Here comes a little bump. So we'll make a little bump.
There we
There's
go.
the slack.
And it's gone. Oh, this is so cool. That's the airport there.
Ours
Nope.
is actually right under us.
Right
Yep.
under,
That
yeah.
airport out there is owned by Lufthansa, big German airline.
Really?
Yeah, back in the late 90s, they used to do a whole bunch of training out here. They've since moved their operation to Goodyear, which is on the northwest side of Phoenix, but every now and then they'll come out and fly out here. Yeah, really, really pretty day.
Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh,
So the mountains straight out in front of you, those are the Sierra Estrellas. Translates to the Star Mountains in Spanish.
okay. Australia.
They're the namesake for our sailport, so we're the Estrella Sailport.
Okay. Australia.
That's where the
Got
name
it.
comes from, yep, the Estrella Mountains. We've got some clouds around us, and it's kind of hazy at the moment with the humidity, so it kind of obstructs our
This
view.
is
But
this is
straight out in front of you, there's a little ridge, and just behind the ridge, you can see the high-rise buildings in downtown Phoenix. Straight out in front of you.
got it.
Yep, so there's downtown. The little mountain range there is called South Mountain. It's a pretty common.
It's funny because when was that? Where was I at? The hotel this morning, and they were saying, "Oh, be sure and don't fly over the South Mountains or whatever." I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys go that far.
We
or not.
don't.
Okay.
If we head too much further north, we're actually flying northeast here, but we get into the Class B airspace for the big airport there, so we stay clear.
We have to stay well.
Yep. Generally, you can see a mountain called Four Peaks. It's real common in Phoenix. You'll see Four Peaks Brewery and some other things like that.
Okay.
So a bunch of businesses that draw the namesake from that mountain range.
Man, you can look at the drain fields, the way
Yeah.
the water flows.
Yep. All the big white buildings down on the right side of the aircraft here. Yep, that's a big dairy farm. So Arizona was founded on 5 C's. Copper, we used to mine a whole bunch of copper. Cotton, we used to grow a bunch of cotton. We still grow a fair amount of cotton, but not like we used to. John Wayne, in fact, had a massive cotton ranch down here in Maricopa. Yeah, it was like 17,000 acres.
Whoa.
Yeah, so one of the highways in town here is the John Wayne Memorial Highway. So copper, cotton, cattle, so the dairy, we got a lot of dairies, got a lot of citrus.
I passed some on the way here.
The climate, obviously, our population increases like 30%. Well, Florida does too. You get all
the older people. Yeah, well, yeah.
And then citrus. So obviously our climate's ripe for citrus production. And then I jokingly had 2 other C's, which is casinos and Canadians. We get a bunch of those guys.
Well, they go to Miami also.
Yeah.
They used to, Miami Beach, man. It used to be like in the winter. That's all you could see was.
Yeah, I saw a funny thing on the internet. It said, "How do you know the autumn or fall has arrived in Arizona? The license plates start to change colors." So I don't know if it's similar in Florida, but sure as
Yes,
shit. Now we got all different color license plates. So yeah, just cruise around here. You want to fly us around for a little bit? Real stable airplane. So take your left hand, put it on your left leg. You don't need it. Take your right hand, rest your whole arm on your right thigh. So we don't want to be suspending our arm at all with our muscles. We want to be nice and relaxed. Then reach over and grab the stick. You just need the tips of your fingers. You don't need a real like fighter pilot or pistol grip on the stick.
Okay.
So really relaxed. It's a really docile airplane to fly. Airplanes move on 3 axes. So the first one is pitch. So if you pull back on the stick,
that's the nose up.
Nose comes up. If you want to go forward, you relax the back pressure or push forward on the stick. Nose comes down, airplane accelerates. Pull the nose up, airplane decelerates. That's called pitch.
There's roll.
Yep, roll. So let's go to the left.
Because the guy that was on the ground, he was.
Yep, add a little left stick for me.
Uh,
Eyes out on the horizon.
Okay.
A little more, a little more. Hold a little back pressure so we hold the nose up. There you go.
Oh, right.
Yep, we'll just let the airplane work through the fluid. Once we're pointed back to the airport, we'll add a little outside aileron and we'll roll out level. So if you look right off the left wingtip, you can see our airport down there.
Okay, yes, and the runway.
Yep. So as soon as we're kind of parallel to that, we'll add a little right aileron. So you can add a little right aileron now. A little more, a little more, a little more. There you go. The airplane rolls back to level. Easy peasy. Same with going right. You add a little right until you got the bank angle you want. So Keep adding right till you're happy with the bank angle. There you go. Then you just go back to neutral, let the airplane work through the fluid. Once you're pointed the direction you want, so we'll roll out level with the mountains here, add a little left. There you go, pretty simple. And then the rudder is the last one.
Okay.
That's the vertical axis. So I like to describe it if somebody ran a pencil up through the bottom of the airplane and twisted it, that's how the airplane moves. So if we add a little left rudder, nose moves to the left.
Okay.
Add a little right rudder, nose moves to the right. So we use the rudder a lot.
Right. I understand that now.
Yep.
With the pencil.
Yep.
It's on the axis.
Yep.
It just
You got it.
Just spins on the axis.
Spins
almost
on the axis.
almost like the wheel when he was moving the airplane around
Exactly.
Yep. In the garage in
Yep.
the hangar.
Yep.
Oh man, this is beautiful stuff. I'm scared to death doing this by myself.
Yeah, it's fun.
You know.
We'll make a little light left turn here. Keeping our cloud clearance.
Because the clouds will change the.
Yeah, they can, but we're also not legally allowed to fly through the clouds. This airplane isn't rated for it, so we can't go through them, and there's minimum distances we have to have above, below, and beside in case an instrument aircraft were to ascend, descend, or come out the side of the cloud. So just making sure we got good separation.
Okay, so we always have to stay in the open space.
You got it, yep. We have to be 500 feet below, 1,000 feet above, and 2,000 feet to the side. The reason for that being, airplanes descend through clouds slower than they ascend. When they're climbing, they climb faster, so that's why you have more separation on the side, or above and below. And then when they're straight and level, they're flying the fastest, which is why you have the most separation on the side. So if they were to come out the side of the cloud, they've got time to see you and avoid you.
Okay.